I remember it as if it was this morning, going over early, and the sky, you couldn't see the sky. It was black with planes. When we towed it over, we came back to England and got another one and towed that over as well. But luckily for us, we weren't hit by any shells or anything, you know. There was one battleship, American battleship, you won't believe this perhaps, but it was firing shells 8 miles inland. We dropped anchor about a mile from shore, and then we sort of drifted onto the shore, like, you know. We couldn't get inland, otherwise we wouldn't have got from there, because the towing barges would have got stuck in the mud or sea mud. So we had to anchor off about a mile or so away from the shore, and then it had to drift. But we had to be on board with it for it to drift. And then when we left her there and anchored her down, we had to get in our small boats and go back to the tower. It was a perilous crossing, you know what I mean? At any time, you know, we could have been bombed, but we weren't. We were lucky. Roar of the guns, you know, it was unbearable, some of it. It was like the guns were roaring all the time. You know, you hear lions roar. You only hear about 10 big guns going off. Definitely. Neither of us felt any fear at all. We were there to do a job, and like everyone else was, and we were lucky that we got away with everything. So I said, well, someone must have been shining down on us. Someone up there must have been looking down on us. But how do I say, as they say, like that film, last of the few, just surviving. When I go, perhaps there's no one else around that belonged to that Mulberry Harbour. But if you see the remnants of it, you could tell by looking at the skeleton of it how big it was. It was massive. It had to be for bigger ships to tie up against. But they were thankful that they had somewhere to tie up. Otherwise there was nothing there. You know, they would have to have stopped at sea, out 2 or 3 miles out in the sea, or anchor where they were. But they couldn't anchor where they were because the Jerrys was firing their guns at the ships as well, you know, to try and keep them away. But to no avail, thank God. But it was a rough day for a lot of people, you know. You live your life as you can. You know, if you get a chance to do something, do it. Because it comes a time when it could be too late for you. If you think of something and you know, you'd like to do this, you'd like to go there, do it by all means. Don't leave the years pass by. I've left mine pass, well, over the war, but things I might have been able to do, which I couldn't do. But, you know, you volunteer for these things and you have to put up with the consequences. But I had no pals in my village where I was brought up, and all the lads from the village were joined up in the Army, Navy or Air Force, whatever. And 2 or 3 got killed, but that's war. Nothing you can do about it.